Hi everyone, I wanted to go over a few frequently asked questions with the Animal Notebook and just review what some of the parts and the pages are for and where you can find the information that you need to complete the Animal Notebook. So this is the workbook that I passed out to all of your students, all of your children. And if you look inside, you will see right at the beginning that you have a table of contents on this page. This is the table of contents that you can tear out and put inside your student's animal notebook, and this is the order that each section should come in. Now, you don't have to number the pages or anything. They actually will have numbers on them already. So all you need to do is tear this sheet out, and for each of the sheets you can either 3-hole punch them on the end to put them in the binder, or you can put them in page protectors. This example of this student's work, they just 3-hole punched it and put it in, and that's perfectly fine. On the next page, this will be the next page in their animal notebook. Where it says attach your picture here, that is a picture of the student. Any picture, it can be printed from the computer. You can print it at a photo shop or whatever you want to do. But it's a picture of your child here, their name, the date it's due, and my name. And that's all they have to put on that page. The next page begins the first section of the animal notebook, which is mammals. And if you look on the side, each page has a set of directions in black here. So it says decorate this page. Decorations can include personal drawings, a picture from the back of the workbook. There's lots of pictures that they give you, they provide for you. If your child really loves to draw and they're good at drawing and they want to make an illustration, they can do that. If they want to print pictures from the internet, that's fine. If they want to decorate with stickers or markers or pens, this is the place to do that on this page. If they do a picture of an animal, they need to label what that animal is. The next page is a page with a box on it and lines. There was some confusion among some of the students as to what to put on this box. If you look on the side here, it says write mammal characteristics in the information box. Decorate the bottom of this page. Again, decorations can be a picture from the back of the workbook, an illustration, stickers, whatever it is they would like to do to decorate. But in this box, students need to look in the back of the workbook, and your parents, you may need to help them some just to direct them as to where it is. But these are all the characteristics. Each box has a different set for each category. And in this box, they need to just simply write exactly what's on this little box back here in this box. So they need to write it in cursive. They need to number each characteristic and just copy it basically into this box. This student who I had last year, this is how theirs looked. They made some mistakes, but they erased it and then wrote it correctly. That's fine. That's why I told all of the students to please write only in pencil on the reports and the characteristics pages. Because if they do make a mistake, I'd like for them to erase it really well and rewrite it neatly. So this student did not decorate at the bottom, but I would like for all students to add some kind of decoration, even if it's a illustration of their own, stickers, whatever it is that they have that they would like to use to decorate with. But it has to be connected with mammals. On the next page, the mammal report page, there were a few questions about that as well. This student chose to write a report about the Arctic fox. They also included a picture at the bottom and labeled it. If your child wants to add the picture that goes with the information at the bottom, that's perfectly fine. That will count as one of their 5 pictures that they have for the mammal section. But there is information on the back of these pictures. So if you look in the workbook, in the back, there are pages for each category that the reports will be on. So here's the information about the Arctic fox. This student copied this information directly from the back of this on this page. That is perfectly fine. Some students have asked, can they put it in their own words? I said, yes, that is fine as well. Just make sure you include accurate facts in their report as they do it in their own words. You do not have to put any kind of bibliography or any kind of like works cited page or anything like that if they're using, this information. Now, some parents have asked, can they get information from other sources? Well, if you would like to do that and do the research, that's fine. Maybe at the bottom of the report, just write where you got your information at. If it's from a magazine or from the internet, write the website, the magazine, the name and page of the magazine. I'm not looking for a professional or even like a perfectly cited page. It doesn't have to be like a regular bibliography or in any kind of special format. I think as long as you just put where you got the information, like a website or a magazine or book, and the page numbers you use, that's perfectly fine, just at the bottom of the report. But just to make it easier, you really don't have to do extra research. You can simply use this information, and I don't care if they copy it word for word. This is just to get them, this is their first exposure to writing reports like this. So this information is provided for them so that they don't have to do a lot of research. After they copy the information in cursive on their report page, they can cut the picture out on the other side and glue it or tape it into their animal notebook like this student did. The pages after the report pages are for pictures, decorations if they want to include stickers that they have. The main thing I'm looking for is for them to have a total of 5 pictures per section. So that would be a total of 30 pictures altogether for the whole animal notebook. For each picture, just as this student did, you need to add a label so that we know what that animal is. I told the students I prefer for them to write this also in cursive. A few students have written it in print already. Other students may want to type it and print it out and tape it on here. That is fine. The main thing I want in cursive is the characteristics pages and the report pages. I can be flexible on the picture pages, but this student did write hers in cursive, and I liked that. This student also included mammal facts that are also located in the back of the animal notebook. So there's a page here of different, just kind of fun facts on the back of the characteristics pages. So once she was done with the characteristics, she got the animal facts and put that side up on each of her sections. I thought that was kind of a nice touch. So she just did basically just the pictures and labels, and that was perfectly fine. If you would like to make it a little more fancy and draw decorations in here or make it look cute, that's fine. What I don't want it to look like is messy, and I want it to look nice and neat. So if they're going to draw or do any kind of illustrations, I don't want it to just be space fillers just to make it have something on every little space. They don't have to do that. I'm not looking for that. I'm mainly looking for neatness and that they follow directions with the labeling. Any extra stuff is on them and up to their decision, but I don't want it to look messy. As I flip through here, I just wanted to add that I do not want these reports written in pen. Now, this student did not do a bad job, but as you can see, there's a few mistakes here and there and some scribbles and things. I would rather them write it in pencil and erase their mistakes and correct them neatly. I am looking for capital letters in sentences at the beginning. I'm looking for punctuation marks. I will be counting off if I see a trend or a consistency of no punctuation and no correct capitalization. As this is just basically copying, they should be able to do that without making a lot of mistakes. And this is also not due until February. So it doesn't all have to be done in 1 week, but I will say, pace yourselves. I have had students who've waited till the last minute and who didn't complete it and turned it in incomplete. This is going to be for a test grade. So it would be great for them to really take their time and make it look nice. And it doesn't have to be fancy. It just has to look neat, and it just has to follow directions. Now, on this little fish characteristics page, as you can see again, they wrote in pen and they had made a mistake, so they had to cross it out. I would rather not have that. They drew a little picture down here, which is kind of cute, but I would rather it look a little neater, a little like they put a little more time into it if they want to draw a picture. But it doesn't have to be professional level if they draw it, but it does need to look nice and that they put forth an effort. As I continue through here, as you can see, she added a few pictures from a magazine, which is fine. They look really nice. I'm looking for pictures to be cut nice and neat. Not a lot of jagged edges. I would prefer it to be cut cleanly and nicely. I am looking for things like that. If you have 1 or 2 pictures that aren't cut perfectly, that's not a big deal. I'm just looking for how it looks overall. And the last thing I wanted to say was for these bonus pages here in the back. These are not required. If they want to do it for fun and include it, that's fine, but they are not going to be graded on these bonus pages. And when we are finished with everything they need from this animal notebook, this is yours to keep. I do not want these back. And all I want when you turn in your project is the binder with the pictures and things in here. And I will include the rubric and I will have it graded and stuck inside, and you can take it home after that and see how they did. Again, I said this is for a test grade, and it is. This is a great opportunity for your students to learn about all kinds of animals. A lot of them are very enthusiastic about it, and I'm happy to see that. I am going to send everything home for them to work on it at home from here on out. And I'm looking forward to seeing them in February when they are due. I will not accept any late projects. They need to have them submitted on time, as they have several weeks to work on it. And all I want them to do is just follow the directions, primarily the directions that are here on the edges of the pages. All right, if you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out, and I'm here to help. Thanks.